Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is Greg FPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, guys, I am making a top 5. I have not made one of these in a very long time, but we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 cliffhangers in Call of Duty Zombies history. Now, I did want to mention that I am going to be excluding Revelations from this list only because it kind of put brackets around the entire Black Ops 3 storyline, so it didn't really have a cliffhanger. We didn't really know what was going to happen, but then we see like Primus get sent back to like original Primus with the robes and everything like that from the Great War. So I'm going to be excluding that from this video, but the rest definitely are crazy cliffhangers. So hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, please do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe if you're new. I would really appreciate it. And if you do end up subscribing, let me know down below in the comments section. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be Infinite Warfare Zombies. Oh man, where do we start with this one? So, the overall, I actually really enjoyed the Zombies game for Infinite Warfare, and I love the storyline, but at the same time, like it ended on a really bad cliffhanger because we end up going back to Spaceland to play as Willard Wyler after you beat the Mephistopheles boss fight, and then you get another cutscene when you beat it with Willard Wyler, and he says, "This is why I chose each and every one of you. Now do you understand?" And it doesn't make any sense. And then it says the end, and then there's a question mark at the end. So they kind of left it like open, but obviously it's not going to happen now. Lee Ross works at Treyarch. There's no way they're making another IW Zombies game. So it just left off at a really bad cliffhanger. And that one has to come in at the number 5 spot. Let's check out the clip really quick.
Willard! Now do you understand? This is why I chose each of you. There is much to do. Shall we begin? The end?
Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be Exo Zombies. It left off on a really bad cliffhanger, and once again, we're never going to see this cliffhanger be continued at all. There's no way they're making another Exosuit Zombies game. Absolutely no way, Jose. And if they do, I'm not going to play it. But overall, this story was actually pretty interesting. Descent was the last zombies map for Exo Zombies, and we end up fighting Oz, and there's like a mutant that we fight and everything like that. And then the body ends up getting burnt by Lilith, who's one of the characters. She just burns it completely with a flamethrower, and then we get to see Oz at the end, that where he's like in a test tube, and then he looks up and opens his eyes, and then he says, "I still effing hate the Atlas Corporation." And it was kind of one of those things that was completely open-ended and didn't really end that well. So here is that short clip from that.
I still fucking hate the Atlas Corporation.
Coming in at the number 3 spot is one of the best, I would say, cliffhangers that we've ever had in Zombies, and that is the cliffhanger for Ancient Evil. Now, this was a very good story. I loved all of the different characters that Treyarch added in with the whole storyline going on with the Chaos crew, and honestly, I really want them to continue it. Now, there's been a lot of talk about how they're not going to continue the Chaos story, and that would be really disappointing because I think that they left it off in a really cool vibe. We had like the main villain be revealed, who was Medusa, which was really cool, and I loved Ancient Evil and everything that they added into the map, and the stories kind of made sense, and I loved how they brought back so much like lore and stuff from different cultures and different periods of time. I really loved that, and they could have made so many other cool tie-ins to other things that have happened in history, and I really like this ending. So it's kind of disappointing that we may never get the true ending, but the cliffhanger was fantastic. We had Bruno and Shaw, who are both evil, and then Diego ends up saving Scarlet, and Scarlet literally like faints. So we don't know what's going to happen. And that is kind of sad. But overall, a very, very good cliffhanger. And it comes in at the number 3 spot.
I will open the library. The world will be mine.
Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be Origins. Now, as you guys know, Origins is absolutely a fantastic map. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people don't like it. Some people think it's overrated. Some people think it's too hard. Whatever it is, you still cannot deny that it's a good cliffhanger because it essentially shows Samantha and Eddie playing with the zombies characters as toys. And then we get to see that Maxis says come down to the basement, and that could mean two different things now going on within the storyline. Like, one, go down to get Richtofen and the rest of the Primus crew there after Gorard Crovey, and it could also mean that they needed to go down to the basement so Monty could teleport them to Alpha Omega. So there's some crazy tie-ins going on there. But overall, I really loved the cutscene, and we ended up getting the radio in Zetsuba no Shima about how Monty was there when this happened. So overall, I really, really loved this cliffhanger. And obviously, we know about it now, but at the time, it was one of those cliffhangers that everyone was really upset about because we could have just been spending the past like 8 years playing, or I guess 6, I think it's like 6 years now, or 5 years playing zombies, and it was just a game the entire time. Like, that's what everyone thought, and obviously it wasn't, but still definitely one of the coolest endings and definitely a very, very good cliffhanger.
Put some toys away, children. Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
We'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie. You get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a...
And coming in at the number 1 spot is going to be the ending to Moon. I think everyone probably assumed that after I left the Origins ending at number 2. The cliffhanger on Moon was something still that none of us knew what was going to happen. And we end up getting the true ending for that, which was really, really cool. After Classified, we get that cutscene where they're in Hangar 4. And I think that is really something that was so crazy because it was like 7 years after Moon ended and we never heard about the Ultimus crew again until Zombies Chronicles, and those were kind of just remakes of the map, so it didn't really tell us anything until Classified. So it was definitely the best cliffhanger in Zombies history because we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what was going to happen. So overall, I really, really love Moon. I'm going to have my Moon review coming out on Sunday, so make sure you guys check that out. I literally just did the Easter egg yesterday, again, with some random guy on Black Ops 1 that I met in a public match. So definitely really crazy, but I love Moon, and it's by far the best cliffhanger in Zombies. So I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.